Hey everybody, Keto for Real Life people here. And you know what? This is not like a planned live in the sense that, you know, I had this all worked out and everything's gonna be perfect. I was just like, dang, I'm doing a lot of cooking today. Dang, I ought to just pop in here and talk to them while I'm doing it and just see how it goes. And of course, I need some glasses so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm doing some meal prep right now. I took out chicken this week. I've got ground beef out. I've got ground turkey out. I've got cauliflower. I was like, dang. Oh, I see there's some people popping in there. So, what am I doing? Let me tell you what I'm doing. I have a half a dozen chicken thighs. Chicken legs. I have 4 chicken thighs. I've got 3 chicken breasts and a partridge in a pear tree. No, not really. I don't have the partridge or a pear tree, but I've got chicken. And so I want to kind of use the meat to make like something Asian, you know. You guys know I have like kung fu keto chicken and stuff like that. So I was like, I ain't got no time to be going and looking at my recipe and doing all this stuff. So when I was at the store, I saw this stuff. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to turn my chicken. I'm going to turn you guys so that I'm going to try it to pan so that you guys can see what I'm doing. And let me, I got this mic thing on here, so I don't know if it'll get in my way, but don't mind my dirty kitchen. So look. Right now, I'm frying chicken, y'all. Frying chicken. And I need to turn this down just a bit. It's going to take a while. But I've got a big, nice, heavy cast iron skillet going on here with some lard. And I've got it to where when you're frying chicken in a cast iron skillet, you want your lard to be kind of deep. You want it to kind of go halfway up. So look, I've already had it going a little bit. I didn't salt it, I didn't pepper it, nothing. It's just going to be fried chicken. So I'm going to give it a turn. Get that in there. See how it comes up and goes halfway up the chicken. And I'm going to just give that a turn. That was not, oh, damn, it's popping. So that's going there. And then over here, y'all, in this skillet, let me see if I can bring it down even more to where you can see it. I've got onions, bacon fat, and butter on really low because I'm going to caramelize those for a special dinner for tonight. So I've got those going really low and slow with a little salt. And then, let me bring you guys back up to me. Let me pan back up. Hello, Dolores. Welcome. This is your first time catching alive. Week 3. Oops. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Oh, shoot. Gotta leave this whole thing. There. You know how I am, y'all. Last 7 pounds. Congrats. I didn't mean to be all up in your face. So anyway, you guys can just hang with me as long as you want to. For those of you who get annoyed because I take too long or my sound, Asta baby, this is just me cooking. This is what I used to do on Facebook Lives all the time. I just pop in and say, hey, join me. Come get in my kitchen with me. Hey, sissy. How are you today? It's Friday. Friday. So here's my idea. I'm going to fry off the legs. And like I said, I didn't season them. I'm just frying them. Because I just want fried crispy chicken. I'm going to use a sauce on them to glaze them, and I tasted it because it's a store-bought sauce, and it has quite a bit of salt in it. So I thought, I just don't want to mess with it. And let me tell you what it all is. Tell y'all what it is. And I know you guys have heard of GQ's. This is a sugar-free orange ginger sauce, marinating sauce. And so it's water, tamari, soy, orange juice, a little bit, concentrate, garlic, green onion, vinegar, sesame seed oil, ginger, xanthan gum, some sucralose, and that's it. That's all that's in it. Sucralose doesn't mess with me, so I was happy not to see maltodextrin or maltitol or sorbitol or dextrose or any of those things. And I think my husband's going to like it. His brother's over visiting, see how he's recuperating. He hasn't got to see him since the surgery. Yes, Sandra, it is a surprise live. So I'm going to fry this chicken up and get it all going, and then I'm going to coat all of it with this orange glaze. And then I'm going to do some cauli rice, and I'm going to toss in a bag of frozen vegetables, cauliflower, broccoli, there's some green beans, there's some red peppers, and there's some sugar snap peas. They always go skimpy on those, so I don't worry about those too much either, but I love them. So I figured I'd do a rice, cauli rice, and veg blend with this fried chicken, and that's what we're going to munch on. Now then, the other dish that I'm making, and mind you, this is a lot. This is more than just we can eat. So this is going to, when I say meal prep, this will be good because I'm making enough chicken to go for the weekend. Make my weekend easy. I don't want to have to cook all weekend long. So cook today, be done for the rest of the weekend. Oh, thank you, Donna Ray. This thing is getting quite worn out. I don't know what happened, but when I moved here 5 years ago, I had a box of aprons, just the standard restaurant, stuff, and I can't find them. And they're great because it saves you from popping oil and everything, This was one of the aprons that did. I think it was my sister-in-law's, and it's cute and all, but I am looking for a shop that will embroider my aprons. I want to get a few of them, and they're going to have my logo on them. And if I can get them at a decent price, I might be able to offer them to y'all, little merch. But, I need to know. I'm still working on that. That's sometime in the near future. So this chicken is looking great. Now, I will tell you all, too, that I have my oven set at 375. A little tip, just a little FYI for y'all. If you're frying chicken and you're concerned that it might not, that shit popped me. If you're concerned that your chicken's not all the way done, especially if it's bone-in chicken, I always like to get it good and brown, usually about 17 to 18 minutes. But you can always pop it in the oven, in a hot oven, and let it finish off that way. That way you keep your crispy skin, and you've got this great fried chicken. My husband loves everything fried. Well, I like fried chicken too. I just don't even mess with breading. I just want that crispy skin. Who loves the skin? If you love the skin, comment below. By the way, for those of you who might be catching me for the first time, welcome. And if this is your first live, welcome. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you want to get notified when I do something, just make sure you hit that little bell. It'll notify you when I'm doing a live or I upload a video. Ta-da! That's my call to action. How many of y'all watch YouTube on a regular basis? Like, I didn't used to, but I'm getting to where I like going on YouTube now and watching all kinds of cool videos, and I'm finding favorite people to subscribe to. I'm loving it. Fry it beautifully, y'all. One of my favorite YouTubers, and I don't know if she ever happens to say, hey, I wonder who that lady is. I doubt she ever will, but I'm just going to say it. One of my favorite people to watch on YouTube is a lady named Bailey Syrian. She lives out in California. She's a makeup blogger. But my God, that woman is hilarious. And she came up with the genius idea of just talking to people. I should get my arm off the counter because it keeps popping me. She loves true crime. I love true crime. And so she just talks about whatever true crime story she's either read or watched while she does her makeup. Hilarious. But she has, I guess what you would call a tagline, like a theme thing. Because she's so cute and everything. She does this little thing. It's called Shana, 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 Shana. And it does something like that. I'm sure I did not do that justice, Bailey. I'm just saying. So I've got to be careful because now I get on YouTube and I'm like, No, mine's more like the Rocky thing. Oh, well. I'm in a good mood today, y'all. Haven't been in a good mood in a long time. Maybe my hormones are working. I started taking them Sunday, so I'm like, hey, I've slept good 2 nights in a row. That hasn't happened in months, and I feel sort of happy. I don't even recognize that anymore. But hey, I'll take it. Oh, what do we got here? Miss Sharon. she's popping a wrench. I say tools and smiley emojis. I'm getting hungry now, smelling this food too, y'all. I haven't ate anything. Last night, my daughter and I went out to dinner. It was unexpected, but it was nice. So we went to a Mexican restaurant that my son happens to be one of the managers at. And I'm going to tell y'all, I was tempted to really go off plan. I was just like, screw it. It is a Mexican restaurant, and I only go here once or twice a year, even though my son works there. I'm going to have whatever I want. Luckily, I was just like, no, Nance, don't do that. So I ended up having this appetizer that they make. It's called queso flammeado. Sounds like something out of Harry Potter, right? It was basically their vegetables. It's squash and peppers and onions. And they dice it up, grill it. They toss chicken into it. And then they put white cheese and cheddar cheese, white and yellow cheddar cheese, and then it all melts together. So it's just meat, cheese, and veg. So yeah, it was good. Now I will say I did take a little liberty, and I did eat some tortilla chips. But I thought to myself, man, I almost had one of those big old full-blown enchilada specials they had going on, and I was like, hey, if all I did was eat a few chips, I'm good. But I will tell you this: I could just eat their salsa, which they make fresh daily, and I would puff up. I don't know what it is about their food. Maybe it's the amount of sodium or the type or whatever. I don't know. But yum, 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 all of it. Splatterguard is a good about now, yeah. You know what? I have one. I pulled it out of my cabinet, and it started turning color like it's too old. And I was like, I'm not letting that touch my pan. I need to go and buy another one. I wish I had pulled it out before I went to the store, because I would have picked one up. They're cheap. They save you a ton of mess, and it keeps you from getting splatters all over you. That's for sure. Yes, Dolores, it is good. You look full of joy. Never use breading, just like crispy skin. Love the skin. Maybe it's just the legs got a problem, man. I tell you what. I'm going to get a pan out real quick. Oh, I know which one I want to use. I have a pan that my sister-in-law gave me. It's a dish, I should say. And I have yet to get to, and if you see me get in my dishwasher, it's because the dishwashers never work. So I just use it to store my casserole dishes in. Brand new dishwasher. Never been used. Oh, yes. This is looking nice and good. It'll be pretty with the fall. Look at this gorgeous ceramic dish that my sister-in-law's like, it's too big, I don't like it. Would you like to have it? I was like, yeah, I'm a kitchen whore. Of course I want it. Beautiful, isn't it? So, because this is popping and it's all brown, y'all, I'm going to flip you around so you can see what I'm doing here. I'll tilt you down. And you can look at that chicken. Look at that chicken. I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to bring my dish over here, and I'm just going to nice, beautiful chicken. Just put that in there. Now I'm going to season this next little bit of chicken. And I'm going to set this to the side for just a minute, because I cannot open my oven with y'all right there. Now, as you can see, I have thighs here, and they are on paper towel. And I've used paper towel to completely, you want to block your meat. especially going into hot oil. The less moisture on here, the better. And I am gonna just, don't use pepper, you all. Just do, you know, whatever seasoning you want, something salty, whatever. I'm gonna go with just a titch of garlic on here. Just a little bit. There, that's all. That is all. And I'm gonna go skin side down. My heat on this is set at just above medium, not medium high. There we go. Now I can toss this. My floor feels slick. I'm gonna move this over here out of the way, and I'm gonna give a little spray. And y'all, I love that Myers. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's wonderful. And give that a little wipe down. Try to keep my mess at a minimum, y'all. There. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I am not partnered up with anybody, as you guys know. Like, I don't have... Yes, love that dish. I don't have any partnerships, but I'm fixing to share this on Facebook with everybody too. And if I can get, I'm sure they have it on Amazon or something. But I was at Walmart, and you know how they are. They run out of cleaning products, like the stuff I normally buy, which is usually Walmart brand or Formula 409 or whatever. Gone. I'm like, why? This is September. Why are we out of this stuff at this time, you know? So, but they did have this lonely little batch of Myers Clean Day Lemon Verbena Scent Multi-Surface Everyday Cleaner. Removes dirt, freshens surfaces. Pretty great. Pretty great. I love it, the smell of it so much. I mean, I just bought this bottle. I've only got this much left because I'm just spraying everything with it now. I also gave this a try too. They're just so not as good as Dawn, but this one is the honeysuckle scent. I think it's too sweet for my liking, so I got the lemon verbena is the next one. So, anywho, keep my counters all clean. I got that chicken picked up. I still have one bag of chicken I'm going to cut up. Those are going to be the breast, and I'm just going to cube that, and I'm going to toss the rice and the veg in it. So it'll have chunked chicken, it'll have cauli rice, it'll have veg, it'll have that orange glaze. Then I'm going to set a side of chicken next to it. Voila. Sissy said, I started frying my okra without breading. Like it much better. You know, that sounds like a great idea, Sissy, because do y'all ever try those dehydrated okra? Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. I mean, they spritz that stuff with a little oil and a little salt, I think, and then they just dehydrate it, and it's so crunchy and crispy. I still treat myself to that at least once a year. I'll get a little container, and I'll split it with my girls, and so it makes sense that if you're not breading it and you're just frying it until it's nice and crunchy, it'd be delicious. Let's see, Sanchez. We are eating leftover pizza from your dough recipe. Yum! Now I want to make some fried chicken. Well, it's sort of like watching the Food Network, isn't it? You're not hungry until you start watching it. That's the way I get anyway. Now I'm going to slide, make sure. When you're using a cast iron skillet too, y'all, you'll notice if your pan is seasoned well, it should be great, which thankfully this one is. But if it sticks a little bit, just give it a minute because it'll release. Mine is seasoned very well. I'm going to use cast iron for this big cast iron skillet for the chicken today. But let's talk about what I'm going to be doing here with the ground beef. Ooh, my onions are starting to turn color. Y'all want to see? This reminds me of back when I first started, and you could, let me pan you down here. Look, let me move you back just a titch. See there? I'm just gonna, because they're nice and slow, they're just starting to golden. They're not too hot. They're getting real soft and noodly. And I'm just gonna let them keep going because I'm gonna caramelize that whole onion. It's gonna be so delicious. Now let me pop you back up, swivel you back around. There we go. There. So I was watching a video, you know, one of those like tasty videos. It wasn't a tasty video though. It was another brand of videos where they show you like 20 different hacks that you can do. You know, how to do something with ground beef 20 different ways. It was one of those kind of videos. So I don't know. They never list the recipe, but I was like, ooh, wait a minute. I like this. So what they did is, I'm going to use, quit looking at my butt. So I'm going to use this cast iron skillet. And I think it's a 9-inch 8. It is a number 8. No, it says not, no, it's SK, size 7. And then 8-B. That's what I've got. What else does it say? Made in the USA. Yeah, there you go. All right, so ground beef. I'm going to season my ground beef. I'm going to press it into the bottom of this skillet until it's all the way across. Then I'm going to top that ground beef with caramelized onions. I'm going to use cheddar cheese. I'm going to use a little bit of, oh, I don't know what to do with it, dill relish, like pickles. So get the idea, burger, onions, relish, cheese, and then I'm going to top it with another layer of ground beef and mash it down together so that it's sealed and with all of those wonderful fillings. And then I'm going to top that with bacon. And then I'm going to put the whole bad boy in the skillet. And then right after it's all crispy and the bacon's done and just a few minutes before it's coming out, then I'm going to use some Alternative Sweets barbecue sauce. And I'm going to barbecue sauce the heck out of that bacon. So when I pull it out, it's going to be like a one big giant stuffed cheeseburger that I can just slice up for the family. I saw them do it, and that's where I'm inspired. They didn't have a recipe, and I can't even remember. All I remember them putting inside was cheese and onions, but I'm sure there was some other stuff. Sour cream. Oh, my husband does not like sour cream, Donna Ray, but I'd be all up in there. Finally catch a live. Yum, fried chicken. I'm frying chicken dry. It renders its fat. And it's crispy and delicious every time. Girl, that's because we know how to fry some chicken. Sanchez, I bet we even see you making your miracle dough recipe on TV soon along with those other recipes. Wouldn't that be awesome? You know, I've had a few people say that, but I'm like, you know what? I'm so humble. I can't send my own video in. I just don't know. I don't know about that. I just don't know about that. All right, I'm going to be flipping this chicken. Y'all want to see? It caught me again. But here we go. I'm going to get you down here. So I flipped the first one. I do wish I had a lid because I like a lid on it after it's gotten crispy on the bottom. I'm going to move that one in a little bit. This skillet is really way big for my burner, but I do love it. I do love using it. I'm going to give my onions a little toss over here. See if I can't. Shoot. Ah, there we go. Did you guys see my floor? Okay, so I was going to move you around here, swivel style. Get my charger out of my skillet. And I don't think that's good for it. And then move my pan back over onto the burner and give them a stir. Boy, did you see that chicken? It was just bubbling over there. Woo! Alrighty, now then, so let's move you guys back up and around. Oh, there. It wouldn't be me if something crazy didn't happen, right? So, I want to show you all a few other things. Happy Friday, Sissy. It does smell good. As a matter of fact, like I said, my husband's older brother showed up. He hasn't been here probably in a few weeks before Felix had surgery. And I haven't cooked when he's been here. And Felix was like, well, I kind of promised you would. Don't make promises on me unless you're cooking. I'm hormonal. I don't need to be cooking for another person. Anyway. So, that being said, I'm in here frying up this chicken and getting it going, and it smells so good. You know, chicken just smells so darn delicious. And so he comes in, my husband says, hey babe, Jesse wants to know if he could have a piece of that chicken when you get it done. You know, he's like, he doesn't know what you're doing with the rest of it. I said, well, yeah, he's gonna eat. I'm cooking. He's like, I thought you were gonna boil all that chicken up. I said, no, I changed my mind. And I'm cooking right now. We're going to eat this chicken this afternoon. We'll have it for later. And we're going to do something else for tonight. And he's like, that's fantastic. He's going to be so happy. So, yeah. Oh, God, I got them all oily. All oily. So, and I'm going to mix my ground meats too, you guys. I have this one lonely package of ground turkey that somebody bought. I don't know who, why, what. It's in my freezer. And I'm like, it just annoys me, that package of turkey. Maybe I bought it. I don't know. But I'm like, what can you do with a ground turkey by itself? So I'm just going to mix it into my ground beef and just let it kind of mix into it. That way I get it used up. My son wants meatloaf. My husband's wanting meatloaf. And they think they're going to get my traditional meatloaf, but now they're going to get this hamburger meatloaf that I make them. So, other thing that I've got to make today, besides just chicken and ground beef, which is enough, again with the cauli rice, or the cauliflower mash, because you can't have like a meatloafy style dinner without some mashed potato style thing to go with it. Especially my husband. Look, I've made this almost every week, fresh, from scratch. And I think my daughter Melissa just finished up what I made. Maybe. I made it Monday? No, there's a little dabbler. I think it was Monday. These darn things are so good. I want you to see the consistency of them. So this is all that's left, okay? So they had dinner the other night, and then I put the container in here, what was left, which was a bowl full, and I want you to see how this is. Straight up cold, it tastes just like potatoes, you know. I even had my husband's cousin's daughter in here while I was making it. And she's only 12, 13 years old. Anywho, she tasted them and she's like, oh my God, now I could do those. I know, because we went to Cracker Barrel to dinner with them last month, and she went too, and I saw she had mashed potatoes, and I knew she loved mashed potatoes, so I was like, you gotta try these, and she loved them. So I'm gonna make some cauli mash. I'm going to make the meatloaf, cheeseburger, giant cheeseburger, stuffed cheeseburger, meatloaf. I don't even know what to call it. And then I'm going to make fried chicken, and then I'm going to make Asian style chicken. And then I'm going to, what else am I going to do? I was going to tell y'all something else. Well, I got some desserts planned, and I was going to do those for y'all today. But I'm not. I'm going to wait till Monday. That Monday is going to be the day, and I'm going to be coming up live with y'all on Monday as well. No, mine never look like yours. Do you put them in the food processor? Yes. This is the best secret, y'all. I have got to tell you. You just take your cauliflower, which here, once I get this chicken fried off and get it in the oven, then I'm going to turn around and do a little in-between stuff, and I'll show you how I make this cauli mash. But food processor is essential. It's like the best, because you're just going to take the stem off, the bottom stem, and those leaves off. make it into florets. You're just gonna pop it in a bowl with some butter, butter and heavy cream. That's it. It goes in the microwave until it's fork tender. Pop it out, pour it into your food processor. But the secret is that extra sharp white cheddar cheese. And it's finding that balance of your butter, your cheese, and your cream. Salt and pepper. That's it. I always top mine with a little bit of green onion chives fresh because I just love it. You can load these with cheddar cheese and bacon, green onion. You could add a little dollop of sour cream. I mean, you miss baked potatoes, this works. Mashed potatoes, this works. It's so good. You're welcome. How long do you figure that hamburger dish is going to be in the oven? Well, it really just depends on how much meat. I'm going to be doing a minimum of 2 pounds. And you figure a meatloaf, I do all my meat in the oven at 375, y'all. I'm not a 350 kind of girl. 350 for me is for bread, it's for cookies, it's for baking cakes. That's great. I always cook my meat at 375 because I like how it renders the fat, it makes the skin or whatever I'm doing, it gives it that crispy flavor that I just don't like 350 meat. So 2 pounds at 375, I'm looking at least 45 minutes to an hour. So I'll test it because this is going to be stuffed. I want to make sure the inside is cooked through. But yeah, that's all. So depending on how much meat you're cooking. You're welcome. Mine, dogs. I used to use ground turkey to make con carne way back when I ate chili gigs. Yeah, you know, I like ground turkey in chili. It's really good. I mean, it's really tasty. But, you know, like if you're going to make a meatloaf or something, it's not as tasty or it doesn't look as good. It's not as great for tacos either. Oh my gosh, this chicken is looking so good. The bones are starting to pop out a little bit on the sides. You all want to see. And I'm going to tilt you down again. And that is the bottom side of the chicken. It is nice and crisp, y'all. Just beautiful. Well, I'm going to let this side crisp over and see how my bones are starting to pop out. Bone. I like that. Bone. Yes, I'm going to give my onions a turn without turning, y'all, this time. Yes, they're starting to turn color even more. I'll just show y'all. Those up, see? Beautiful. And then I'm going to tilt you back up here. Oh, I would have used my mic because my mic is pretty awesome. But, y'all, it is one or the other. Either I'm charging and then plugging the mic in because it runs off of my phone, or I'm just charging, you know. So I had to do that. I'm fixing to just get this chicken now into this pan. I'm just going to pop it in the oven and let it go for a little bit. That way I can finish doing my prep for my veg. Sound good? Let's go. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to put this chicken in here with it. And I'm not going to go for my chicken breast yet because, like I said, I've got to do this in steps. I'm trying to juggle my cooking with being live. Because I can tell you I wouldn't have been talking to myself. So pretty, so beautiful. So I'm going to disconnect y'all here real quick. Oop, I need my hot pad. Boy, I'm slipping and sliding. That grease done popped and made a little bit of mess on my floor. So now I got mopping to do too. All right, leave those onions low and slow. I'm going to unplug this phone for just a second. That way I can move y'all. I'm so strong. I could just lift 10 people. Wait a minute. How many people are watching? 45 people all at once, man. That should be a record. And right now, y'all, my dogs are in the house. Well, my dog and... Come here, Max. Excuse me. Thank you. It's their nap time, so they're sleeping over on the other side of my island. Oh, goodness. Now, I've got my oven preheated. I'm just going to pop my chicken in there. Yes, my dear.
Yes, mother. Text me that spice that you would like.
The what? Oh, the spice?
Yes, ma'am.
Seasoning? Yes, yes, girl, I will.
I'm gonna go into town.
I'm caramelizing
I'm
onions.
still in the rest of your Diet Coke.
That's fine. There's a whole bunch of them under there.
Oh,
They're just not warm.
no.
They're in the cabinet. All right. So I'm gonna have to tilt this. Melissa, I love you. Good luck. Have fun.
Yes, ma'am.
I love you so much.
Love you too.
She's got her day off too. She's gonna go do some running around. So let me put some stuff out of the way in my cabinet. Oh, I was gonna show y'all this. Look. This is Crazy Richard's 100% pure all natural peanut powder. This little jar at Walmart was only $3.98. The only ingredient in it is peanut. That's it. There's no sweetener, no nothing. Total carbohydrates per 2 tablespoons, 4. Fiber, 2. So 2 net carbs per 2 tablespoons. I'm thinking this is going to be great for making fat bombs or adding peanut butter flavor to things when you don't want to have to get out the jar of peanut butter. So I picked this up today. I'm going to be using it in Monday's live. Over awesome. Okay, I can hear this over here. I just got to keep myself focused because I surely don't want to burn those onions. Okay, and then I'm going to tilt you all down a little bit. Let me get a bowl. Now, okay, I got me a knife out. I'm going to put my tongs over here because that's my chicken tongs. Move my scissors, and I'm going to back this or tilt this down just a bit or back it up, one or the other. Mags, baby, you really got to go. Thank you. Let me see there. We can tilt it just a bit, or I can, yeah, I don't know, we'll see what we can do here. There we go. Now you can see that. I'll move my laptop screen. As you can see, I've been to the store. House is a mess. Got this cool little thing right here, Walmart black tray. I'm gonna use it for Halloween as well as some photo props. So I got to get you guys plugged in too. I don't want you to, sorry, die. Let me get my extension cord out. Plug it in. Drape it across the thing so it doesn't fall off. There we go. It's gonna do it anyway. Let me try draping it around twice so it doesn't fall off. Y'all, I thank you for being patient with me. And there we go. All right, let's see. Crazy Richard's is my favorite. Never use the powder. Me either. I think it's brand new because I've been buying Crazy Richard's all natural peanut butter. So yeah. Where did you procure that nice looking red bowl? Walmart. Girls, most everything I get is at Walmart. I bought that probably at least 5 years ago. Oh, I gotta tell y'all, it was a great deal. I think I'm gonna clip these off so I don't burn them. So it was a great deal. This is a set. This is the middle bowl. There's a larger bowl and a smaller bowl. They are heavy, nested. They were like $30 for the set. It was Thanksgiving time, and this was the trending color. Well, I went in, I want to say the day after Thanksgiving or something like that. You know how they clearance the fall decor and it goes 75% off? Well, this was sitting right there. Not just one set of bowls, but all of them. And it said 75% off. And I was like, heck yeah. So I bought the whole set for 10 bucks. It was awesome. And I've loved the bowls ever since. They've been awesome. So, I've got my cauliflower, y'all. I'm going to move this on for you. I know I'm a little there, but hey, I'm using my tripod. because it's more mobile versus my C-stand, which does not, it's not portable. So anywho, I'm going to show you how I do this. Now, this is one of the dishes I actually made in my master class. Let me move this out of the way, y'all. You don't need to see my little tray of keto snacks, do you? There, out of the way. Ah, there you go. I'll move the bowl over here. So you've got your head of cauliflower. I like to just take and cut straight down through the middle. And then, as you can see, you've got these ribs right here. You can use the core of this for your mash. Some people like to use it, some people don't. Sometimes it can cause graininess, sometimes it won't. But I read on the lady's blog who does this, that it just really depends on the age of the cauliflower. So I like to come up close to the base of it, and I cut that bottom piece right off, and you get this. And then you can just see the little leaves trying to grow up through there. And I just pull them back, just like that. This one has quite a more than they usually do. I mean, it's not going to hurt you. They're like cabbage leaves, but I take them off. So you end up with just your cauliflower. Then again, I do it on this side, the same thing. I just go right here to the base where the leaves are, and I just go across and pull it away, and then I just pull out the little leaves that are there and just break them off. The rest, all that goes in the trash. Now, you got your couple cauliflower florets, and what you're going to do is you're just going to break this into florets. And if they're big, you can cut them. I like to take that little bit of fibrous off. I'm going to do it this way, because I just like to go down the core and cut, just like that. And it's really important when you are cooking your cauliflower to not cover it. Just let it go. Just pop it in your microwave. It's fast. It's easy. You're gonna get excellent results. If you put covering on it, you're gonna get too much moisture in there, too much steam, too much liquid, and then you're gonna end up with watery cauliflower. So we don't want that, right? Same thing over here now. I'm gonna just, you can break them off if you want to. That's kind of thick. I'm gonna leave that chunk there. I'll pour on there and just put this in here. You will have a 50% reduction, okay? This will go down by about 50%. So if you were making a big family size, you might want to even make 2 of these, or 1.5 would probably be more than enough. It's sort of big, but it's all right. And I'm just going to take this core here. I'm going to get rid of this. It has some little leaves on it. Pop that in there. That one's got some leaves on it. Do it like that. And that's all you do, folks. That's all you do. So you see my bowl is just almost totally full, right? Here, let me get this in here. There we go. Get your little bits that fall off, minus your leaves. Get out of there, leaves. Pop those in there. All right. Now then, the person I'm inspired is I breathe, I'm hungry. All right. So when she first came out with this recipe, and I want to say it was 7 years ago or better, maybe even longer, that was the recipe I followed. You will not find that recipe on her website because she revamped it. She's modified it, and I tried following her newest recipe just to see what that was like. Not so good. I mean, it was all right, but you know, she has different dietary needs now, so it works for her, and that's great. And she does have a disclaimer, but I remembered the old recipe, and she is the one who inspired me to make this, and I still make it to this day. So not trying to take credit for her recipe, just there's little tips and tricks you've got to know to make this right. All right, so we need heavy cream and we need butter. For a whole head, which I would call this, it's not like an extra large head, but I would call it a decent size. I mean, that's about a large head right there, right? I'm going to put about a half a stick of butter easily half a stick of butter. I wouldn't go over that. And I'm just going to do it in tablespoons. I'm going to just cut off half and then like that. And I'm just going to pop those on top like that. And heavy cream, y'all. About half a cup. Yeah, right in there. Maybe between a quarter and a half. So maybe a third of a cup. That's it. That's all you do to this. So now it goes into your microwave for about 10 minutes, uncovered. When your beeper goes off, you give it a stir. So it coats it with the cream, it coats it with the melted butter, and then go for another 9 to 10 minutes. So it's about 20 minutes cook time. But from there, it goes really quick because we're gonna go from microwave to food processor. So let me get this in the microwave going, okay? And then we'll talk about the other thing that's so important. Importante. All right, so, and start. Sanchez, don't you complain about my microwave being loud now. I can't help it, it beeps really loud. Oh, okay. Your cabbage and cauliflower always look TV commercial prop quality. Aw, thanks. This is a great deal. Where did you procure that nice looking bowl? Yep, we got that. We love watching you. Thank you. You're gonna make them someone hurt themselves. Delicious. Okay, so give me a second here, y'all, while I because I can't pan live here. I can just pan a little bit. You can just see my messy kitchen. So I'm going to take and clean up my mess. God knows it's going to be a long day. When I start cooking in the kitchen, y'all, it's not as bad when I'm just doing it for myself and I'm not live, but oh Lord, when I'm live, the messes I make, because I just keep going and throwing dishes and making messes. So off to the trash you go. And here we go. I love my trash can. I'm the queen of bargains, y'all. Did you see my little trash can do the little whoop, lift and go down? So, we have husky pups. My daughter's husky is Oliver. Mine is Maggie May. And Elizabeth was still living at home when they were babies. We got these pups when they were 6 weeks old. So from 6 weeks old all the way to 6 months old, my God. Ollie would do it. Maggie was really the ringleader, my girl. She would get into the trash constantly. I mean, she didn't even care if I was watching her do it. She was like, I'm getting in the trash. Oliver always sat to the side like, I'm waiting for you to get in and then I'll help. That way, you know, I'm not guilty for getting into it. So I changed trash cans. I got one with a lid. They got their heads stuck in the trash with their lid and everything. It didn't stop them. It didn't at all. So back in May, I guess it was, I was at Walmart, because girl, that's where I go. And I was looking at, I needed a trash can solution. Plus, I wanted a trash can big enough to handle my family and all my cooking. That trash can was $80. And it was really awesome. And I just did not even look at it because it was $80. So, anyways, I'm looking down and I see a smaller version of that, and it's normally $40-something, like $49 or whatever, but it was kind of like at $38. They had clearanced it, and I was holding it in my hand, and about the time this man walked up, the employee, and he grabbed one of the big ones, and he took and marked it down. It was $40, half off. I said, sold to the lady in the second row. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10, I know. I could keep singing that song, but I'm not going to do that to you. Anyways, it ended my problem with the dogs. They do not get into the trash now at all. At all. And that thing seals. I make sure every time I take out the trash, I spray it down. His name is Jeeves, by the way. I'm like, open up, Jeeves. Take my trash, Jeeves. And it holds 30-gallon bags. It's a bad boy. I love it. All right, where were we? Onward and upwards. Because I'm just killing time, y'all. I'm going to tell you right now, that cauli mash is going to be a bit. I got chicken in the oven, and I'm fixing to put some hamburger together. So, here we go. Might as well pull that cheese out. Let me get this cheese out. So, this is the And the if you don't do this, you're not gonna get the same flavor profile. This fools people. So on her website, she used some Irish cheese that was very expensive and pricey. But she did say if you can't find it, it's not available, just use some white cheddar cheese. So this is the only brand in my area that I can find it. And this is Cabot's extra sharp cheddar cheese, white cheddar cheese. As you can see, I already got a chunk because I made it earlier this week. So I do about 2 cups of this, shred it up myself, and we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna use my knife and cut off another piece of this. And I'll put this back in. I don't know why. I could just leave it in this bag, but I like to put it in its little thing, and then I like to put the thing inside another thing, because that's just how I am. I fold it all over, and then I put it back in there. Just like that. Okay, close it back down, get the air out of it. So now I'm going to shred this and get it going. I suppose I should invest in one of those traditional cheese shredders. I used to have one. God knows where it went. But I've been using this little shredder, and I think it's just fine. It still shreds well. I've had this. It's a Pampered Chef tool. I don't even think they look the same anymore. I've had this one for more than 20 years now. It still shreds cheese. And I mean, if you're shredding cheese, don't you just use the same little spot where you find anyway? That's the way I look at it. But I think it's kind of cool when it comes up in the inside of it. That way you can lift it off and it's all in one spot. This is convenient on the other hand though, because I can lay it across a bowl or something and shred into it. Just do like that. And I'm going to just do like that. And I'm going to look. See, I got about 1.5 cups of cheese now. And I'm just going to, there we go. If I don't need all of it, that's fine, because I can put it in my hamburger dish that I'm making. I'll mix this cheese in with whatever if there's too much of it. But I'm just going to shred it. Go, get it going. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So definitely got about 2 cups there. I'm just going to put this little nub back in there with the rest of it because I don't need that much. That's going to be more than enough. Like that. Over to this go. Here we go. And I'll just put this in here with that. So this cheese it neutralizes the flavor of the cauliflower, y'all. It's got such a distinctive flavor. It just plays so well with the cauliflower and the cream and the butter and the salt and the pepper. My neighbor came over. They came over for drinks one night here a couple of weeks ago. Well, the weekend I made green chili stew. I'm all, where's my cheese? And we were talking about, you know, how we eat. Now, mind you, she's this pretty little petite lady. She's tiny. But she's like, I don't like cauliflower. I don't. She's all, I was like, come here. So we came in the house, and I heated it up, and I let her taste it. And mind you, it had already been cooked today. And she just looked at me, and I thought, oh my God. I mean, cause I couldn't tell. I couldn't read her. I thought she was going to say, I told you I don't like that. But she was like, that is delicious. I got to go get my husband. And then he did the same thing. They were so cute. They're like, that is delish. So you can get people who don't even like cauliflower to eat this. It's magical. It's almost magical. All right, let me put this away. All right, let's stick it in there. I'll find its place in a minute. All right, so I've got 1:40 left on the cauliflower. I'm just going to give it a toss. I'm going to toss it in the bowl, and then I'm going to start it back up. I'm going to put this on a paper plate so we can get it off there. Set this all on here. And that way I can wipe it down. See, this is just a great way. I mean, you figure I'm making a couple of pound meatloaf. at least 2, maybe 3. I'll see what I do when I start this. I want to get this little section out of the way, and then we'll start that so you guys can see what I'm doing. Because my onions, I think, are ready. And, okay, off we go there. And then I'm going to, I've got to find my dishcloth. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, over here. I'm going to give this a wipe down, y'all. It's sort of like we get to hang out, huh? I mean, so many times I have people saying, man, I wish we lived closer, but, you know, a lot of people are using computers now to hang out versus going to their houses, so to me, this is like my biggest Zoom audience ever. Let me rinse my knife, too. I'm sure I'm going to need it again. I gotta tell y'all, my favorite, and oh, sorry, it's beeping. Let me stop the beep. This thing will not stop beeping. It just doesn't. So I like to get a good sized spoon out. Here it is. I'm gonna give this a turn and restart it. Oh, it's so hot. Just give it a stir. Toss to coat. Just like that. All right, back in here. I'm gonna go 10 more minutes. 1 more there. There we go. And we are started again. All right. Now that's going. So, my favorite knife. It was a Chicago cutlery knife. Straight chef. Beautiful. Perfect. I think it was a 10-inch. I did not know that when my daughter Melissa went on a camping trip, she took my knife for her camping trip. And guess what? It did not come home. It did not survive. This is a 7-inch Santoku. It is by Wolfgang Puck, and it is a good knife. This belonged to a set that my other daughter had. And this is, I think, the only one left from that set, and she gave it to me. And she has a pretty set. But it's pretty good, too. It's just not the same as my other knife. And so I washed this one over and over. So if you see me doing that, it's because it's my favorite knife left. I had 2 favorite knives. I have 1 favorite knife. Alrighty. Let's do this. Let's get it on. Yeah. Skillet. Cold. Ooh, I need to check on the chicken real quick. Let's get that out of the oven. It's got to be done. Oh, yeah. I told y'all not to look at my butt. Now then. Ooh, let's just bring that out. Oh, yeah, you guys. Look at that. Yeah. There is some beautiful, beautiful chicken. Beautiful, I tell you. Just need a place to put it so that it doesn't cause a problem. Move this. Let's set it right over there. Okay, out of the way. God, I need to clean my oven again too. All right, next time look at my butt, don't look at my oven. I'm gonna take a break, I'm thirsty, and then we're gonna start this. Let me see, I got a little water in here. All right, let me come around and see what y'all doing. Maybe I can, if there's any questions, I can keep up with them that way. That way, when I start the next section, ta-da! All right, let's see. Aw, thanks, Miss Sharon. I never use the notification bell for any show, but I turned it on today for yours only, so as not to miss out on the goodness. Oh, thank you. Hello, daughter. Y'all, my daughter Elizabeth Whiting is in. Say hello, Elizabeth. Your cabbage and cauliflower. Yep. This is a great deal. We got this. Yes, we do, girl. Okay, got that. Chili. Yep. Exactly. I finally learned that in my 40s. We answered that question. Let's see. Oh, food processor. Yes. Okay. All right, so we're good. We don't have a lot of questions, and that's pretty awesome. Yes. All right. Hey, do me all a favor, you guys. Remember, if you find value in this video, when it's done with the live, come on back, hit that like button. YouTube likes it when people have likes on their videos. And if I get lots of likes, well then, it helps. You know, I'm just saying. Okay. Put these back in the fridge. I have got a plethora of ground meat. Ouch, that's hot. So actually, I've got 4 pounds of meat out, y'all. 4 pounds. Because I wasn't quite sure how much it was going to take. And I wasn't quite sure. Now, I'm playing this one by ear. Okay, I've never made it before. There was no recipe to follow. I just saw something like this on YouTube, thought, that looks good. I think we're going to give it a try. And get this a little bit off my workspace. Now then, I'm going to slide this over. We are scissors, yes. I'm going to put this down here so I can use it. And I'm going to get another bowl out because I do want to season this a bit. I don't want to just, my house is like a jigsaw puzzle. You've got to have the, there, that way you can see. I'm going to just take all of this and put it in the bowl, and I'm going to see how deep everything is. So, bear with me. I'm going to put the turkey in first. Okay. Then I've got this organic grass-fed ground beef. This is the 80/20, which is good and flavorful. And it's got some fat. And I'm going to pop it in there. The reason I'm making so much, you guys, you don't have to do this, obviously. You could do half of it. But, like I said, my husband was requesting meatloaf. Then when I went to dinner last night, my son was there. I told him about his father wanting meatloaf, and his wife does not like it. He's like, Mom, I need some meatloaf. And let me tell you, when Celix and RC touch meatloaf, nobody else gets any. They love meatloaf so much that really everybody gets one little slice, and then they devour the rest of it. So I have to make a bunch for 2 grown men. And so I'm just going to make a bunch, and we'll have plenty. Okay, so out we go. Let me throw this all away. Let me rinse my hands. I don't know why I rinse my hands. I just do because I'm going to stick my hands in it. Now then, I'm going to use some dried chopped onion. Even though I'm going to use some caramelized onion, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use a little garlic salt. I'm going to do a little black pepper. CNC. No, I'm not, but y'all sit down. You can watch me. You can be entertained by my presence. Oh my gosh, dogs. Yeah, you can get some water.
There. Oh, you haven't started yet?
No, I have started. I've been going. I got peoples in here.
Oh, let me put dogs in the kennel. They're going to be picking up.
Well, they've been sleeping the whole time, so now my head is totally cut off, y'all. My head is totally cut off. I'm going to tilt me up just a... Okay, you can put them in the kennel, baby.
Come on.
Let me tilt this just a titch. Just a titch. I want it to go up just enough so that you can see my workspace. I should be able to get my head in there that way. Yes, I am. Okay, so big bowl of meat. I am using this garlic salt, and I'm going to tell you right now, I like it. That's why I use it. Sea salt, garlic salt, modified cornstarch, sugar, and parsley. It says 0 carbs. I've used this my entire life. I've used this my entire weight journey. I'm sure it did not cause me to gain 30 pounds. That was the menopause. This stuff is delicious. This is a sea salt version. But Lowry's garlic salt, you cannot, it's just good. So it's almost empty too. So I'm gonna measure it with my hand. I've got about a tablespoon and 2 tablespoons. And that is for 4 pounds, that's plenty. Just very, very good, okay? Next, black pepper. Again, I like to, when I'm making something like this in a big bowl, I like to just pour it in my hand so that way I can eyeball it. And I'm looking at about a tablespoon and a half. You can add more or less, and when it comes to seasonings, y'all, do what you like, do your taste. You do not have to follow any recipe that calls for salt, pepper, or anything like that, just to taste. What might be delicious to one person could be super salty to another, or what's bland to another could be super salty. You know, just do it to taste. Everything's greasy from my chicken. Let me wet my hands here. Okay, now I don't even know if I've opened this one yet. These are just dehydrated chopped onions. Bomb. I buy these particularly for when I'm doing any type of meatloaf, okay? You could add beef, you know, powdered granule beef base if you want. And that way you get your own beefy, onion, soupy style thing going. I think I'm out of that. Not to fear, it's going to be delicious. So I'm gonna go heavy because I'm only using a little smear of caramelized onions for the in-between, like a garnish. I want the onion to come from this right here. So I'm gonna go a little 2 tablespoons on that too. I love those things. I don't think there's any need for an egg or breading or anything, because really this is going to be a unique dish. And now we do this, okay? Here we go. And if you want to, you can add an egg. If you want to, you can add some, like, hold on, the microwave's going. It's going to be fine for just a minute because that stuff is hot. I'm just going to mix this, then I'm going to set it aside, and then we're going to finish off that cauli mash. It is kind of important that it be hot because you're going to be melting cheese down into it with a food processor, and we do not want it to clump up and be lumpy. So I'm going to finish doing this because my hand is already in it. So that is a lot of meat. But I want to make sure that it's all incorporated because some of this is 80-20, some of this is 85-15, and some of it is ground turkey, which is, I think it's an 80-20 turkey, by the way. All right. That's nice and good on the joints. Squish it all up. And I can see my spices running through this, which means I probably eyeballed it all right. I got a couple of frozen little spots right in the middle right here. You want to break those up because you just, if not, they'll just be one big bland spot, you know, in your project. Switch hands here because I'm talented like that. Here we go. There we go. All right. I can see my onions and my pepper and the garlic running all through there. I think I got it. I think I got it. All right, now I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna get a food processor. We're gonna do this, and I gotta get some hot pads, so bear with me. Here we go. Wash this hands off. All right, next step, dry hands off. Third step, I'm coming around to that microwave. Ooh, wait, no, let's get the food processor. Let me make room for it. Son of a gun, I'm gonna need my thing to come back over this way. Okay. I'm gonna put this food processor right here. Y'all should be able to see that. Yep, you can. And then I'm gonna drop that down there. Woo, that's hot, y'all. Now, have you noticed? Look, remember when I put it in the microwave about 20 minutes ago? It was to the top. It was a full bowl. It has reduced by about half. So that's why I said it's important. Like if you're going to make this into a family style dish and you want, you know, to feed a bunch of people, easily you can do 1.5 heads of cauliflower or possibly 2, just depending on how much you need, okay? So now I'm going to get this plugged in. Oh, look at this. Right there. Okay. Take this off like that. We're going to get this going, and you just want to dump this in there, cream, butter, cauliflower, and all. We'll set this behind me, grab some cheese, and I'm going to hit the salt too. All right, let's get it pureed. All right, we'll start with that. You want to kind of get it all pureed. And then you want to open it. And it looks grainy at this point. It's grainy, it's kind of got a few lumps. And you just want to, I want to taste it for salt. And I know somebody's going to watch my video and go, oh, she licked her finger. Hello, I'm at home, cooking at home. I'm not in a restaurant. So definitely going to need some salt. Look, got this finger over here. And I'm just going to do this. Put a little salt. And I'm going to shake a little pepper, well, into my hand pretty much. About a teaspoon. I'm not going to go over. Yeah, about a teaspoon. We love pepper. We just love, love, love it. Okay. And now I'm going to go with cheese. And I'm going to use about half of this because I know for sure I can do at least a cup. And you don't want to put it all in at once because it will start clumping. It doesn't mix as well. Just go a little at a time. And go. That's it. Go. Now you can test it again, and I will get a fork. I'm not going to stick my finger in there. And now it's much creamier. Salt and pepper is perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna add a little bit more cheese. I don't think I can use all of that cheese. I'm gonna do this much cheese. Yeah, okay, about like that. Just don't go to taste. Start out and work your way up. It's easier to add than it is to once you get, you're like, uh-oh, too much. Do this. Turn it on. And I'm gonna get it just a tinge of cream. Just a tinge, and I'll do that right into there. Whoop. That's all. Just a tinge. Nope. Got me over here. Cheese. That's that. Now, I want to show y'all. It is very beautiful. Let me come up here. I don't know why. Look, you guys. This is just wonderful. Wonderful. And I don't know why, but every single time I make it, I fall in love all over again. I'm like, oh, it's the best. Let's see. Enjoying this today. I am really enjoying it. Oh, I'm glad that kitchen smells wonderful. Yeah, are you the only one getting hungry? Probably. Let's see. Yes, you do get this cheese. I get it at Walmart. They only sell it in the big brick, and it's like almost $9 a brick, but it's so worth it because it lasts a while, and we'll eat it, that's for sure. Let's see. I'm going to try mixing my meat, too. Good way to stretch the beef. Love meatloaf the day after, definitely. Yep. No coating. No coating on there, Francis. There we go. Where to go? Okay, I think we're caught up. Y'all. So, let me step over all my stuff. This is done and out of the way. I make this up, and you don't have to have like the giant mounds that you would if you were eating potatoes, by the way. You know, a half a cup to 3/4 cup. When you're having that, it's so full of fiber. It's vegetable, it's butter, it's cream, it's cheese. So Anyway, delicious. Delicious. And I'm just gonna set it over here out of the way. And we're gonna start with my masterpiece, my new creation. It's just gonna sit over there in that bowl, okay? Because I'm running out of realty here, y'all. My husband would say that because he's a truck driver. That's what they say when you're trying to get on an on-ramp or something and you're running out of the road.
Real estate.
Run it, real estate, not realty, real estate. Thanks, babe.
When can we throw something together, Nick?
When I get done.
Oh,
Okay. It'll be worth it. I promise. I got chicken done. I got cauliflower mash done. Would you like a plate? Would you like some cauliflower mash and some chicken?
You're okay. Go ahead.
No, I'm serious. It's done.
do you think?
Okay. We're getting down to it, folks. Once I pop this in, I don't know if I can hang with you long enough to let it cook, because I don't know what I'd do with myself except for set you in my window, and maybe you could just help me wash dishes. Hey, there's a thought. We'll just make this a complete run. All right. Cast iron skillet. My oven's already set to 375. I'm going to take half of this meat, right in about half, okay? And we're gonna pop it into this skillet, and I'm gonna start pressing it out.
74 degrees in here.
Okay, can you all see that? I want you to make sure you can see it. Okay. And what I'm doing is, I'm making it even, go all the way around. All right. You could even probably use a glass or a cup or something to make that easier if it's hard for you, just to make sure that you're giving the amount of pressure you need. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Hey, babe, was there any bacon left?
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Thank you. I needed it, and I didn't check to see if it was thawed or not. Okay, so now it's like this. Now, for this inner ring here, you guys, I'm about 1 inch in. Okay, 3/4 to an inch. Now I'm gonna kind of start pressing down. I want it to go down just a little bit. And I'm gonna work my way around so that it's going a little higher, a little higher. And I'll show you what that looks like as we go around. Just like that. So now you see this indentation here. It's not a big one. It's just a little bit. That way it holds what I'm going to do to it, okay? So, I'm going to leave that there. Now then, do you need help?
How you turn something on?
Hold on, go help my husband.
You got to turn it off.
I don't have it turned off.
74 degrees in here.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go. So right now it is on cool. And it should be popping on. Is it on hold? Temporary hold? Permanent hold? We'll go on temporary hold. Fan, auto, everything's good. It should pop on. It has been off and on, but my oven's going too. All right. So now we decide what we want to put in. Okay. I've got cheese, shredded cheese. You could use sliced cheese if you want to. You could use a mixture of cheese if you want to. But I already had this bought and I didn't want to spend any more at the store, so I decided to do this. I'm going to give a nice circle of cheese here. And remember, it will compress down once it melts, okay? So probably about a cup of cheese. Right here, it's going to be ooey gooey when it comes out, y'all. So good. All right, then we're going to take and add the onions. Use a little spatula. I probably should have done a couple of onions because this really reduced down too, but it'll be it's a garnish. And plus there's onion all in it. So see there? And that's dripping all over. Look at those beautiful caramelized onions. Just whatever you want to put in your burger, that's basically what you're going to get here. Okay? And then, true story, I never liked pickles. The only pickles I ever liked, my hands are greasy. The only pickles I ever liked were sweet pickles. Any type of sweet pickle growing up I was good with. I didn't eat them very often, but if I was going to, they had to be sweet. Since I started keto, I have a new love affair with dill pickles, sour pickles. There we go. You name it, I love pickles. Let me get a spoon out. So I've got some cheese, I've got some onions, I've got some pickles, and that's basically, I think, what makes a burger good. Of course, lettuce pickles, lettuce and tomatoes do too, but I'm not putting lettuce and tomatoes in this. Okay, now I'm just giving a nice thin layer of pickles across, just like that, and I'm just gonna smear it. All right, maybe I should have got a bigger pan. And now it's pretty even with that ring that I made though. So, I'll put the lid back on here, just like that. Now I'm gonna take this meat, and I might not be able to get all of it on there, but I'm gonna do it like this, all right? They didn't do it like this in the video, of course, because they never do, right? They just show you how cool food is when you mix it together, and they never give you the recipe. All right, so I'm putting my topper on here. That way I'm not smushing out my filling, and I know. So I'm smushing it downward, and it's kind of mounded in the middle, but now I can flatten it across the top and bring it out. All right, and I'm gonna use my hand. I'm gonna go right down around the edge here. I'm gonna make sure that this meat is sealed in. I don't want, oh, I see a little bit here. I'm gonna get me some meat glue and put that on there. Oh, there's Uncle Johnny. Must be one of those days. Happens quite frequently at my house. And I'm running my hands down to the bottom of the pan, y'all. That way I'm sealing the meats, top and bottom. Doesn't that look scrumptious already? I'm just super excited about what's gonna happen here. All right, and I think I'm gonna call that good. I've probably got about a pound of meat left. Not a biggie. I'll whip up some patties. That way there's extra meat for the hubs. He loves hamburger patties. He'll eat them with steak. He'll eat them like eggs and hamburger patties, or at night he'll just have hamburger patty with some salad or whatever. So that's all good. So I got about 3 pounds meat here. Now then, rinse my hands again. And I'll tell you guys, I don't know if you can hear me or not. I'm gonna tell y'all my little secret for my meatloaf here. And I hope I have enough bacon to do this. I know I do, but it's in the freezer, so we'll see what we get here. Oh, that's gonna be close. I've got about 4 slices of thick sliced bacon. Jesus. Well, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. I would like more, okay? Because I would like to drape this way. I probably use about a dozen pieces. But I'm gonna let this get warm in my hand. I wanna show you a trick. When things aren't perfect, bacon stretches when it gets a little warm. So I'm gonna put it in my hands. Yeah, I'll show you here. Boom, baby. And I think instead of going and doing the whole crossover, I'm just gonna go across it this way. I think I'll make it work better if I do it that way. And I'm just gonna warm this bacon up and stretch. Warm and stretch. There we go. And I'm gonna, because it's an end piece, it's a skinnier side, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna grab a fat one and put it right beside it. Yeah, it would have been so much more convenient if that other package of bacon had been thawed, because then I'd be just flipping bacon all over the place. But this will work. Now these wonderful fats from the bacon are gonna get down here in the meat. And I'm gonna make sure that these touch. And then I'm gonna do the skinny side. And just, it's my medium. Artists, they can use different things. You can paint, you can use clay, you can use soup cans, whatever your medium is what it's called. Well, as a person who loves to cook, I never called myself a chef, or maybe I should say as a home cook, there we go. I've learned to make food my medium. That's that. Now, I think we're gonna have enough to do this. It's gonna pull off the trick. Oop, I tore it a little bit. Got a little rough with my bacon there. Okay, and I'm just gonna pop that there. And I think I got the skinny. I've got more than enough now. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. These little end pieces are tougher, so I'm just gonna go here because it's like a puzzle. So I got a little piece here and I got a little piece here, so it's gonna be just great. If you want it to look fancy though, do the whole cross X, X, X and make a wheel. It'll look much more fantastic. You know, if that's your thing. So I'm just gonna do that kind of on the corner, and then the last piece will go right here, and then we can put this in the oven. Okay, that's thick, that's thin. I'm gonna flip it this way. You just kind of wrap it around. Voila. Let me pinch this closed. Pinch, pinch. Look, you guys, I have got a bacon wrapped giant stuffed hamburger in here. Why not? I wish in a way that I was just doing this now, because it's been a long time y'all have been hanging out with me. It's like a live-a-thon. I'll have to change the title of this video. So let me get my hands washed again. They're sort of bacony. All right. I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna set my timer, and I'm gonna set it for an hour. It'll give or take. It'll keep me aware because it's 3 pounds, at least an hour. Center rack in the oven. So I need to just get this meatloaf or this ground beef real quick out of my way because I'm not going to cook it right now. I'll cook it over the weekend or whatever. I'm just going to invert my bag so I don't get my clean hand dirty and get my hands dirty anyway. It touched it, but it's all right. It kept me from having to scoop it all up. And then I just flatten it down, let all the air out, and there we go. So now this can go in the fridge. We'll put this over in the stack of dishes that are abounding right now. So all that leaves now, let's put this cream up and this cheese. Anything's melting. So basically, what I'm down to is getting my skillet hot again. And I'm going to, this is why I save coffee cans. And reach to the back there. I save coffee cans so that I can put things in there that I don't want going down my sink. I don't have a garbage disposal. Or I just don't want going in my trash can. Okay? So, know what I do. I lose my stuff. So I'm going to use the same big cast iron skillet that I fried the chicken in, but I don't need that much fat because we'll end up with a greasy mess. So I'm going to pour, a mess, and I'm going to leave it about like that, just enough to coat the bottom. And I'm going to leave that chicken in there because it's going to add to the flavor. I'm going to soak up all this that I spilt. Just like that. Soak it up. I saw a cool trick, y'all. You know, like if you're cooking and you've got fat left over, you can just take a piece of foil and put it in the bottom of your sink with the sides up, pour it in there, it'll harden, and you just water it up and throw it away. It's a great idea. I got no time for that. But I have tried it and it does work, so I'm going to put that lard right there because I don't need it right now. What I do need to do is I'm going to be doing the cauli rice and the vegetables and the chicken breast. So if I get this heating up again, I got to turn it on to get it to heat up. And I'm going to give this chicken over here a taste. Right in front of you. I'm going to get a napkin. Paper towel. So I have, by the way, I have been doing good. I haven't ate yet today. I try to I did break a fast, but I haven't ate a meal. So this is my chicken. It is not breaded. It is crispy. It's tender, flavorful. Just the good, when you fry chicken off like this and you make sure it is completely dry and your oil is just halfway up in that skillet, it's magical what it does to it. The flavor that the pan, the bone, all of it come together and make something delicious. I'm good with that. So now I can move on. Thank you, Ms. Sharon. How many grams of carbs? Somebody answered that. Love to see people crushing it on keto. Yay. Just got on, saw this. I hate to ask, but what are we making, sister? Tammy, we are making, I'm just doing some meal prep. I just made this gigantic stuffed meatloaf, cheeseburger, whatever you want to call it. It's in the cast iron skillet. It's in the oven. I have been frying chicken legs and thighs. I just made cauliflower mash from scratch. And now we are going to start on the last leg of the journey, which is chicken breast. Now let me think here. Cauli rice frozen, yes. Stir-fry vegetables frozen, yes. See, this saves time, okay? So I'm going to toss the veg in the microwave. Ugh. I've got a 10-ounce bag of organic cauli rice, Walmart brand, $1.84. You can't beat it. And then I have a steamable bag of deluxe stir-fry, which is broccoli, green beans, carrots, baby corn cobs, water chestnuts, and red peppers. It is an all-natural whole food. We don't eat this very often, but when we want Asian food, I'm going to this. 5 total carbohydrates per 3/4 cup. So we're not even going to get that, okay? This is something you put, and it has how many servings? It says 7. That's going to be great. So if you were to eat that much vegetable all at once, fine, but it's going to be mixed throughout. And I'm popping these in the microwave while I get the chicken all prepped. And once I get the chicken all prepped, then I'll move you all back around and you can see me. I'll put it over the top so that you can watch what I'm doing in the skillet with this chicken. Now these are some chicken breasts that I had. And I was like, I have to use them or they're going to go bad because they had been in the freezer probably, for the summer. You know, I just didn't want it to go bad, so. And I already got a bunch of fried chickens, which I'm going to serve on the side and put some glaze on. But I thought, why not just use this chicken up and add it as an extra protein into the veg mix. And then actually have chicken on the side. Why not? Because I think that's a great idea. So there's a little gristly piece. I don't like it, so I'm going to move it off to the side. As a matter of fact, I'll just pop it down into this can and go out to my big trash can. And you just want to make this bite-sized chicken. It's not important that there's a weight on this amount of chicken because, again, you could do this. You could just do as much chicken as you want and just do it just like that. It'd be a wonderful dish and you wouldn't have to have fried chicken on the side. So I just happen to want to get rid of this chicken breast. So this is what I'm doing. Because these are 3 small chicken breasts and they would not go far for 4 or more people. So this way I know there's plenty. This is a fat little breast. I'm going to take that off. There we go. And this will go quickly. There we go. And ta-da. So I still say we've got close to a pound of chicken, which is good, but with my husband being really into keto, he eats a lot more. His appetite is bigger now than it was before. It takes more food. So I'm going to get my scraper out. I'm going to throw this in the skillet real quick, and then I'm going to get y'all, and I'll carry you over there, and you can come over back to the stove with me. Ooh, that's smoking. Okay. And we'll clean this up in a minute. Okay, watch my hands. Alright, here it comes. Come to get you guys. It's much easier. It's much easier without my dogs being in here. Okay, so let me untether you. Let me start this microwave off. It'll go. And I'm gonna carry you guys around. Oh, God. There you go. And you're back in my kitchen. And you're plugged in again. So, handy dandy wooden spatula. Woo, that's hot. A little too hot, but let's get some seasoning in here, okay? Let's turn you around so you can see what I'm doing. Tilt down. There we go. All right. So you see how quickly this chicken is going, right? I'm gonna turn it down just a titch now. This is Chinese 5-spice, you guys. I love it. A little sprinkle of this gives everything that authentic flavor. Another little thing that I like using is tandoori spice. It is an Indian flavoring, but it also has that little bit of flair from the Asian, and it's got a little paprika. I'm going to give just a titch of that. There we go. I'm not going to go heavy on any salt because this seasoning that this marinade that I'm using is got plenty of salt. I mean, it was salty to me, so that tells you something. I don't want to over season this. Okay, so we want to cook this all the way through. Isn't that pretty already? Just beautiful. Okay, let me move this out of the way. I guess I didn't use it. All right. Plug in. All right, here we go. Let me talk about this sauce again. It is the G Hughes. Excuse me. That spice got in my throat. It is the G Hughes sugar-free orange ginger marinade. There's a little chili powder in there. Goodness. Whew. I had to wet my whistle there for a second, y'all. And it's going to be part of the lunch that I'm serving. So I'm going to take this while you're here, and I'm going to get my cauliflower puree into a dish while that's cooking. And we're going to get that all served up, home style. See how beautiful that is, y'all? It is just gorgeous. And all of it. There is quite a bit there. Well, I tell you what, that spice came up and hit my back of my throat, and I was like, I couldn't breathe for a few seconds there. So lovely, lovely with that. And that gets out of my way as well. And I'm going to be right there with you guys. I got to wipe this off there. I got to wipe my face off so that I can keep all this on. Be right back. Gotta use my cleaner. There we go. There we go. And there we go. And I'm going to set this over here. Wow, what a mess I made, for real. All right. Now that's got some golden color on it. And I am fixing to pop veg down on it. I don't know. I think this might need a little bit longer. I don't really want the veg to have a lot of liquid, but it'll be all right. So I'm going to take, and I just cut the top off my cauli rice, and it just goes into the pan, just like that. And I don't know that I will use all of that. That's a lot of that. Because after all, basically this is really my side dish. It's just a high protein side dish. And I'm going to reach in here because this is still cold. And I'm going to put one, because I don't want liquid. 2, 3 handfuls of that in there. And I still have half of it left, you guys. And then I'm going to give this another stir here. Do you see how beautiful this is? How simple it was? I mean, as a dish by itself, just like this, you could eat it just like this. You could add a little more fat if you like. You could skip these little corns, because I don't eat these little corns, but my husband and my brother-in-law do. They're all right with it. And I'm going to get this temp coming back up, and I'm going to get it hot. And then I'm going to use part of it and drizzle some of this into the pan so that it'll get coated and it'll have a nice flavor. But I don't want to go too much because I want to put this on the chicken too. And then you can add more of this if you want, individually, okay? So let me tilt you up, tilt you back, up and around. There we go. Woo! And I think I've about got it. I mean, we've got cauli rice, veg, chicken, all down in the pan. Got the puree done. We got fried chicken done. I've got this beautiful meatloaf with covered in bacon, stuffed with cheese and pickles and onions. It's going to be great. It's going to get topped with barbecue sauce and ketchup mixture. So good. Mix your sugar-free barbecue sauce and ketchup. It is to die for. I've been doing it for, well, since kids were little. They love it. So many great ideas. Excuse me, I'm about just that spice there. You're welcome, Miss Sharon. Okay, caught alive. Is keto still helping you lose weight? No, it is not. But I'll tell you what it is doing. It is keeping me from gaining more weight. Yes. So, because I had gained weight initially with my menopause, and then I went off plan when the COVID thing hit back in March, I thought I'll eat what I want. And very quickly I packed on another 10 pounds, 10, 12 pounds eating off plan. When I quit eating off plan and stayed keto, my weight fluctuates up or down 3 pounds, you know. But other than that, it keeps me from gaining more. So, I just did an update on my other YouTube video, so you can watch that. And it's my plan going forward. I started hormone replacement therapy this week, and we'll see what happens. And I'm going to say, here I am, let's see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, day 5, 6. I feel pretty happy today. I haven't done that in a long time. So, I'll take it. I just don't want to go back where I was. I mean, if you can relate to that, right? I don't want to go back to where I was. Now, you just want your veg to get nice and hot. I'm going back to that topic right there, guys, because you don't want it to turn ugly, that ugly gray, drab, dark green. So keep an eye on your greens. And the idea is to try to get it tender without going too far. And you just really need to watch them, okay? Your reds are bright red, your oranges are bright orange, but when your green starts going from bright green to kind of grayish, ugly green, you know that it gotta quit. It's not that it won't taste good, it doesn't look good. And I think that we eat with our eyes first, and then with our nose, or your nose and your eyes. So eating is way more than just putting it in your mouth. It's a visual experience, it's a sensor, your nose, fragrance, smell. You know, heck, I was sitting here at the island on my phone this morning doing something. No, it was yesterday morning. Probably eating my breakfast, doing my stuff, and I had bacon on the stove for sea legs. And you know, I'm not even paying attention. I'm not standing over it because it's hearing too. It's like I can know just by hearing when that changes on this. Oh, it's time to get up and turn it. Just from hearing it. Telling you. I shouldn't be this way with food, but I am. And I talk to it too. I do. Now see the skillet to me, as I'm moving this around, I want to show y'all something. Okay, so when I do this, I see nothing. My fat has kind of absorbed into the meat and the veg, which is not a bad thing. But I think at this point now that there's nothing there, I don't want it to be dry and nasty. So we're gonna go with some of this sauce now. And I don't know, I took a little taste in the cap when I'm gonna just do a little pile just like that, right in the center. You can see I didn't use all that much of it. And we'll start right there. And I'm gonna stir this in and around. And I'm gonna be able to pull this off rather quickly so that it doesn't start drying out. And you can see that it's shiny, it's coating everything pretty. I'm gonna get a fork out. One of my pieces of veg fell out. And see, it's pretty. It's still pretty. I'm gonna get a fresh fork here. And I'm just gonna take a little piece of this and a little piece of the chicken, just like that. I'm gonna tilt it all back up. Panda Express got nothing on me. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, I don't know what bowl. Man. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to use the bowl. I don't want to use a bowl. I'm just going to use another dish. Isn't this a cute dish too, you guys? I love showing off this stuff to you guys. It says Mason on it. From the Mason Craft and More. My daughter Danielle, for Mother's Day, bought me a set of, there's the big 9x13, there's this one, and then there's the tiny little miniature loaf bread pan, and they were so adorable. She had her a set and me a set. Everybody knows how to get to my heart. Yes, I love that. Yes, I'll just stick it in my dishwasher forever. All right, so I'm going to do this real quick. You guys can watch me struggle. Struggle. Oh, no. Let me here. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So I have got to get this big heavy pan because it's so freaking heavy. Maybe I should just scoop. I'm not as strong as I once was, right? So I'm just gonna scoop this. That works. Not breaking my wrist. I was like, what's that? And I was like, crispy. Ah, crispy. There we go. That worked out. So pretty. I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. So witty. Okay. Now look, y'all. That is definitely enough for 2 people. If you're just one keto person in your household, then you've got 2, maybe 3 meals out of this. But what I'm going to do, just to set this off, I swear to God, I'm going to make you guys do dishes with me. I swear. All right. So I can take this and just lay my chicken across it now. And I'm going to do the legs because it's pretty. It's so pretty. Well, that's not as pretty as this one. This one's even prettier. You know, just a couple of legs here for pretty's sakes. For pretty's sakes, which one do I like? I guess this one. And we'll go this way with it. Okay? And then that chicken has cooled down a bit. And I'm just gonna move this over here. And I'm gonna take this sauce, you guys. Just gonna give a little drizzle. I'm gonna try to be a little light-handed there. Just a little, oops, a little bit. Okay. So, let me see if I have a thingy. I don't know where I'm at. It's all good, guys. Do you see this? Do you see how beautiful that is? You know, that is a meal right there. When you add that much more protein on top of it, I mean, like I said, it was just a little bit of leftover chicken breast that I needed to use up. It kicked up the protein in the cauli rice and the vegetables. Then you add a leg or a thigh along with it, and we've got fat in there. It's good. It's going to be wonderful. This is fantastic. And then just a really nice little pop. Should I want to get really fancy, and I wish I was sort of taking a picture, but hey, it's not everything we want it to be, right? You know, you could take a little bit, and I don't have any, but I'm telling you right now, just a little bit of orange zest over the top of this and some fresh green onion will make this pop like nobody's business. This is a company-worthy meal, but it's also a good way to just treat yourself, to have Chinese food on a Friday night. You know, we don't do takeout, we don't do that stuff because of all the ingredients, but this is just a wonderful way to have that Asian fusion thing going on in your mouth, and I think it looks pretty great. What do y'all think? Dawn, I see why you are so happy you get to eat all that food. Yeah. You're welcome, Cindy. All right, I wonder where I'm at. Hold on, let me see here. I'm gonna go this way with it. No, they won't show me. I was just gonna see how much battery charge I had on here, because for real, like now we are down to it. I've got all of this done. I'm gonna let the guys get some food and eat because, you know, it's already 3 o'clock. Then I'm gonna start on the dishes, and yeah, we got to see how this turns out. How many of you are curious about that big hamburger in my oven? Keep on meal prepping. We still watching. Alrighty. Thank you, Miss Sharon. There we go. I answered that question. Answered. New Zealand. Hello, Anne-Marie. Wow, that's a ways. I would love to visit New Zealand. It's so beautiful. Enjoying it? Yes. The garlic salt. Yeah. Okay, you know, I'll say this. I mean, here's what happens when I do YouTube videos. Like, I try to like not use certain ingredients or anything, because you get your keto police, and somebody's got to say something. But it is what it is. I use garlic salt from this brand, and I like it. I also have my Redmonds and stuff, and I like it too, but it's just not the same. Certain dishes, I just want that seasoning on there. So it is what it is. Would be a lot lower, so who knows? Let's see. Last 2 months, I'm in plateau, though. I'm plateauing, though, at 1 pound a week. No clue what's up. Well, stalls, plateaus, they're all normal. When it all stops and never moves again, that's when you got to start going, oh my gosh, you know. But if you are getting inches and not weight, and you're getting weight and your inches, you're like, it all works, and it's still doing the process. So, oh, look at all of those stars. Hey, you know, you guys, I'll take this moment real quick to say that I'm looking over at my mess. Boy, you did it good today, Nancy. I'll take this real quick moment. So if you want to become a Keto for Real Life People member, club member, you're more than welcome to. They're in the community. It says memberships. You can join over there. They're from low range up to higher range. If you find value in what I do and you'd like to support me to keep me doing what I do, that would be great. It's a monthly subscription. Because whoever does do that, I want to be able to give back. So I'm just like, hey, you know, I do little things special on the side just for those folks. So that's there. For instance, Miss Sharon is using rock star emojis, which I created, and you at the lowest level from that on there are special emojis just for you. And as my membership grows, then they allow me to make more and more and more and more. So that's kind of cool. Consider becoming a member. That'd be awesome. I would appreciate it. All right, guys, let's feed some dudes. Well, or I could tell them, hey, go feed yourself. We'd go outside for a minute. And then once they go back outside, then I can come back inside. Because honestly, like, I feel like I worked enough, right? Like, do I gotta serve you too? I'm only joking because I always serve my husband when he's got company. I serve him a lot of times when I don't too. I'm old fashioned that way. And then there's times I'm just like, do it yourself. Got no time for you. Let me see who else here. Uncle Johnny's here. Uncle Jesse's here. My husband. 3 dudes sitting out on my front porch. I need an alcoholic beverage. I'm just going to let them come in. Is it ready yet? Yeah, it's sitting there getting cold because y'all didn't come in and eat when I got it done. All right, let's do dishes. Let's set this over here. I'm going to set this here. I want you to, let me see if I can flip y'all around. Look. Let me flip. Flip. Look. I can just set that right there like that and go like, yeah, guys, it's been done. You didn't come in here and eat, so I'm sorry. You're bad. Use the microwave. Whatever, dudes. That's that. As a matter of fact, I can take all the rest of this chicken and plate it up, too. And I will do that. I'll just, where's that one plate I like? Oh, he used it. Dang it. It'll be just like this. So I'll just put all this chicken on a plate. That's, now you're being carried around by me. Whoa, golly, gosh, y'all. Let me do this. That's my piece of chicken. I picked out my thigh so I could have it. And I'll just plate this. Just like that. It doesn't look as good when I do it that direction, huh? Lighting. It's all about lighting, y'all. And then there we go. There, a pile-o chicken. There's my pile-o chicken. Here we go. Huh. Well, I think they're pretty lucky dudes. If I do say so myself. Let's see here. Thank you. Temp on the oven is 375. And I should check on that. Let me lift y'all up. I will check on it real quick. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a while. I got, according to my, hey you, be quiet. It says 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Did I only put it up? No, I had to have. I don't know. That bacon don't look too like it's even close to being done. What timer did I use? Cancel. 1 hour and 3 minutes. I did. Okay. I said I only had 8 minutes. Oh, I don't know. 3 pounds of meat, though. Let's give it 15. We'll see where we're at in there. All right. Do you guys want me to hang for the rest of this? Do you want to see this when it's done? Or do you want me to just come back with a picture? I can post it on the community page. At this point, I'm going to give you all choice. Yes, they are lucky dudes. All right. Yes. Yes to what, Sharon? Sharon does that hang. Okay, hang. Okay, all right. Then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let y'all hang with me. You see here? This is where you guys were at. You were hanging out on top of a tripod with me. Now I'm going to take it and move it. And I'm going to do to y'all what I do with my best friends and my family. And I'm going to set you, I'll switch you out in front of my faucet. Me and this right here, we're going rounds. So I do this all the time. I do my dishes. I talk to my kids. All that. And there's what it is. It is a little low. I wonder if there's something I could set you all up on that's a little taller that won't topple you over. Something kind of narrow. My husband thought he was going to do something. I don't know, maybe this will work. God, I've got a mess, y'all. Hold on. Now, let me see. Ugh. Oh, Jesus, you guys went in my sink. That did not work. Oh, well. All right. Let me set you up here. This is the tricky part because usually my phone is upright. So now I gotta stand back here. All right. I'm gonna put away these dishes. We're gonna give this a little time here, and then we can check out this dish, and then I can let y'all go. And can I just say thank you all so much? Thank you from the bottom of my heart for making a great afternoon. My husband's freaked out. He's like, well, when is your live going to be done? I said, when it's done. Like, I'm just going to do like I used to do. I'm just going to cook. Who wants to be here? They can be here. If they don't, they don't. But I'm getting in the kitchen. These are some great dishes. I can share them. And, you know, this is going to be food that I'm making. I'm doing double duty. I'm sharing and I'm getting food done for the next couple of days. So, hey, I think it's a win-win situation. And I thank you guys. I gotta do something with that cheese. With that cheese. The traveling cheese. Good Lord, y'all. I did. It's like Thanksgiving in here. I'm gonna set this over there. When my husband comes in and goes, is it time to eat? I'll be like, yeah, I knew Uncle Johnny was over visiting, so I just wanted to wait. I'm gonna put these in a dish. I can use those later on for something else. So I'll put these in a container and do the cleanup. I already have my barbecue sauce and my ketchup all blended, by the way. I mixed up a bunch of it for something else. Oh, I think it was ribs or something. I like mixing that tomato into it and getting a little tomato, a little smoky. And so I already have some in a bowl, in a container in the fridge. So all I have to do is start brushing it. And I think we're going to check. We're at 11 minutes, so we're getting right back down there. Let me grab it. I got another container right here of... You just mix half and half barbecue sauce and ketchup, and you have got the best of both worlds. And this is so thick and thick. You know how Alternative Sweets is. So thick. So delicious. Come on, let's go. Let's see where we're at. Maybe I shouldn't have put the thing away. Where did you get your apron? Love it. Oh, it was I don't know where my sister-in-law got it. My sister-in-law, McCann. I have multiple sister-in-laws, by the way, but I only have a couple of close by. I've got some out in California, stuff like that. Oh, Jesus, Nancy. This is where I get all crazy. Like, come on. Let me put you on up here again. Whew. Yeah. Yes, Carol, that works. Let me set you guys back here. There. All right. I'm going to check on this. Oh, yeah. Okay. I want you guys to see this. All right. So let me tilt you down a little bit. Okay. So you can see how high it is now. This thing is about full of oil. Full of fat. What did I do with my other hot pads? Ooh. Okay. I'm going to get my handy dandy coffee can here, and I'm going to pour a little off in, because when I pour that little bit off, it's going to help it cook better. So let me not make a huge mess, y'all. Oh, I made a damn mess, and I got it back. Yep. And I'm going to tell y'all, it just slid. It's got a ways to go. It is not crispy. It is not barbecue sauce time. This was not boiling. You know how a meatloaf looks. It gets that fat bubbling all around it, and it's got char on it. So let's slide this back in. And we're going to keep going. I'm going to tell you that I am making the biggest greasy ass mess today. I mean, I am just greasing it up. Woo, made a big old mess. So let's talk about, like, hold on, I know, I'm gonna right there. Slide you back up. When you watch these videos, I will say this, they do not give you all the details. They just show you something pretty and you think, oh, mine didn't turn out like that. Don't give up. One of the best examples, I remember years ago before I was even keto, there was this video and it involved scalloped potatoes. I adore scalloped potatoes. I mean, that was one of my favorite dishes in the fall, the scalloped potatoes. And so I watched this tasty style video and it, you know, how the potatoes just line up all by themselves miraculously in the gratin pan, and then they just sprinkled a little flour, and then they sprinkled a little this and popped it in the oven. 30 minutes, it said 30 minutes later, and then there was this bubbly, cheesy, beautiful, golden, oh my God, those potatoes were hard as rocks. They did not taste good. And then I had to remember where my dad's recipe was, and I went and got it out. But anyway, it just goes to show you that they don't trust everything you see on those videos. And if you got skills, I mean, if you kind of have an idea of what to do, like I am with this dish that I'm working on right now, you know, they pulled it out. It was sizzling. It was beautiful, you know, food artist beautiful, like they probably used spray paint on it and it wasn't real or something, I don't know. But I know that that does have to go longer just because it wasn't bubbling, the oil wasn't clear, you could see the meat protein juices in it. Anytime you see something like that, that means that it's not done yet. As your food cooks off, especially and particularly like with a meatloaf, okay, you're gonna get clarified fats. Sort of like when you're cooking chicken, or even when you're making ground beef in a pan. A perfect example. When you're first cooking it, it's all crumbly, it's steaming, it's frying, and then it eventually all of that liquid evaporates and you're left with meat and fat. Same difference, same thing. So I know I go on a lot. This is the real deal. Oh, thank you. I know. You are so welcome, Sanchez. Jimmy, is that Jimmy or Jimmy Leon? I made cauliflower mash, and I made some Asian stir fry with some cauli rice and some fried chicken. And we are now waiting on this lovely stuffed meatloaf that is stuffed with cheddar cheese, Colby cheese, a little white cheddar. Oh, no, I don't think I put the white cheddar in there. Anyways, Colby, pickles, caramelized onions, stuffed in the middle, chopped in bacon, and then we're gonna put some barbecue ketchup mixture over the top, and it's gonna go good. So they can have the cauli mash and meatloaf, or they can have the rice and the chicken. I'm gonna go fix me a drink. I don't even know, do I have anything to drink? No, I don't think so. Ooh, yeah, well, I do have wine. My daughter bought me 2 new bottles last night. Do y'all drink wine? If you drink wine, comment below and tell me what kind is your favorite. What do you like to drink when you drink wine? Oh, thank you. It is going to be delicious. All right, so I prefer red, and I would have, yeah, there you go, got that red wine. I would have never told you, I would have never guessed that about myself. When I was younger, I did not like wine at all. And if I did drink wine, it had to be something like Boone's Farm or Arbor Mist, something that was very sweet. Then I felt like a real wine head when I decided to try Moscato, and it was like Behringer Moscato, and I was like, oh, I finally grew up. I don't drink Arbor Mist or anymore. Now I drink Moscato. A little bit later, I was like, and I'm not I mean, there's certain white wines that I do like, but they're not my favorites for real. I got stuck. I love, my basic go-to is Cabernet. That's it. Cab Sauvignon. I'm all about that. But my favorites are Pinot Noirs. I love the darker, the inkier, the purplier. Oh, they're so delicious. I haven't had a good Pinot in a while, but it is what it is. You get what you get because I go to Walmart a lot. But yeah, and right now I'm stuck on this new brand. I don't know if it's new to me. I will say it that way. It's probably not new at all. But I'm having fun and enjoying. Yes, well, I've never had older wine. I think the oldest one I've had is Bogle. Like, Bogle is a brand I like. It costs a little bit more than like the 19 Crimes I'm drinking right now. What is the other one? Oh, it's about, oh, god dang it. The name keeps popping in and out. I see the label. But it's about $18. I have that once about every 4 years. I'm like, woo, that's up there. And I've never had expensive wine. I don't know. I'm not that great a connoisseur. So I don't mind. But, of course. So this is the one, y'all. And I know it's showing backwards for you, I guess. This is 19 Crimes, 2000 Cabernet Sauvignon, Southeastern Australia wine. It is so darn delicious. This is done, but I see you're out there visiting with Johnny.
Yeah, we're hungry.
Oh, it's okay. You can serve yourself. Look, I have it sending out for them. I told these guys. We're just waiting on the meatloaf.
It's killing me.
Oh, you're back? Did you take anything?
No. Yeah.
So I like this because there's an app you can get, and it's called Living Wine app on your iPhone or Android. And then you put this label, you open it up the app, and it's like a camera, and you set this in front of it. And it's just like Harry Potter. He starts talking, he comes to full life, he tells you his story. He's not a fictional character. And it's really cool. And they have so many different, bottles with different characters on them. So you can play at the same time. Love it. Chardonnay has always been my favorite. You are on my island now. Whilst I'm making your pinwheels for the first time. Oh, you're gonna love those pinwheels. They are so good. It is really, really cool. Well, I can't obviously do that for you because I'm using my phone to do the live. But I was like, I could show you, but no, I can't. So anyway, that's my jam right now. I'm thoroughly enjoying those, especially with the cool October nights and just a nice glass of wine. It's been very pleasant to go out and sit on my porch. My fall decorations are out there, and I have everything, that ambiance, glass of wine, fall leaves, candles. It's good. It's all good. I got this at Walmart. It's $9.99 a bottle at Walmart. And my other store, it was on sale. Let's see, I went to Sprouts. They had it there, and it was on sale for $10.99. And I was like, oh, this is great. That's where I bought it the first time, is at Sprouts. And so it was on sale for $10.99. Picked it up. I thought, ooh, I'm living large now. I got me some pricey wine for $10.99. What a bargain. I love it. And then, I would go to the store the next day at Walmart. That's the only thing we got in our town. And I go down the wine aisle, and there it is for $9.99 every day. And I was like, Jesus, Nams. Let's see. Chardonnay. Expansive. Let's see. I got to check. Hold on. I'm just going to leave y'all right where you're at. And I'm going to check this. I've got my barbecue sauce ready if need be. Ooh, it's developed a lot more of that fat. But I think we are there in the stage of, here, let me see here. This thing is very heavy, so I'm using it this way. I'm gonna, oh geez Louise, I keep moving this cheese around. I'm moving this. I'm moving this. Oy. And then I'll just set that on top of there. And I dropped that right over there, so I'll move it. Grab my other one. Alright. So the fats now, I can see the bacon is shrinking up. I could poke it. I don't know what happened to my meat thermometer, but I do need to invest in one again. Let me see here. I want to give it a little poke to see if it runs clear or not. But I don't want to have it ooze out the cheese and stuff. So I'm going to kind of go right there. And I want to see if we've got any pinkness. I do see a little bit of cheese right here and right here. I also see a little bit of pink, so that tells me it needs a bit. But I'm going to go ahead and start the slathering process on top of the bacon. And let it just kind of ooze down in there and get all on the sides, not just on the bacon, but on the sides as well. And just kind of smear it around. And I think I'm going to pour a little more fat off, y'all. They really did not mention that, did they? Okay. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to pour a little fat off and I'm going to pop it in the oven. And in we go. There we go. Hi. It's for real. For real. Okay. So I think we're right about there. Dry red. You're welcome. Yeah, dry reds are the best, for real. All right. This barbecue sauce, because I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut this baby. That was still a lot of liquid though. A lot of those juices running out, so that was some meaty meat. A lot of juicy meat there. Maybe I should have used a leaner meat, and that's something to consider. Again, there was no recipe linked to that. It was just a video I saw. So that's a thought, guys. When you're using, especially if you're going to put bacon on top of something, because as the fat's going to run through it, using an 80-20, that's going to be a lot of fat coming out. Sharon, you have outdone yourself, hon, and we appreciate it all. Thank you, sweet lady. Thank you so much. So it's just a waiting game. I wonder who I can get to do my dishes. My daughter come home. Mom, you need some help? Sure. Yeah, do the dishes. Jesus, Mom, what happened? I swear it's like this is Thanksgiving dishes going on right here. I think the guys are coming in. Guys, are you coming in?
Yeah, is it still hot?
Yeah, it could be hot and you can heat it up too. I mean, you guys have been out there visiting with Uncle Johnny. It's been done. We're just waiting on my meatloaf here. It's got barbecue sauce on it. So, it's only 2:24 in the afternoon. I've been cooking for hours. An hour and 37 minutes to be exact since I came in the kitchen. That's not too bad, really, if you stop and think about it. Hour 37 minutes to fry chicken, make meatloaf, make cauliflower mash, make vegetables. That's pretty good. Sharon, did someone say vodka? Yeah, I'm smooth out, girl. Smooth out. There's no, well, my daughter's probably got some liquor, but I don't. My bar is runneth dry. I have some Deep Eddy, but it's lemon and it's got sugar in it, and it's from back in the day. I don't do it. Need some help?
No, I just want some warm food.
Okay. Get you some. Just hit start. It's already on. There you go. Minute 36. Babe, you need to take pain pill. Okay. He bent wrong yesterday, y'all. That is the chicken and the... Yeah, you gotta get you some of that too. That is so good. I got the cauli mash kind of to go with the meatloaf that's coming out of the oven here in about, well, a few minutes. And then got chicken and rice. Someone sure did. Yeah, he is getting around pretty good, but really, he's not getting around as good as he was. He bent wrong yesterday. After you have spinal fusion, you're not supposed to bend anymore. You're supposed to squat, and he didn't think about it, and he bent over, and he's hurting pretty good. But he's doing great, considering, right? Sanchez said, I'm gonna fizz me some vodka water. Is it is after 1 o'clock in Spokane, Washington. Yes, 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 for Pinot Noir. Oh, I love Pinot. As I said, it's my favorite. And yes, it is 3:26 here. Definitely drinking weather. Jesse, go help yourself. Felix already got a plate coming right out here. He didn't see that. There's chicken and rice and veg. Then there's cauli mash and just fried chicken. Help yourself with whatever you want. I got a meatloaf coming out in just minutes. Minutes.
Oh, really? I'll wait on meatloaf.
Mm-hmm.
I love meatloaf.
Yeah. Oh, so there we go. There's his dish. Yeah, he just thought there was just chicken legs and that, and this is all he was going to get, so.
Oh,
Then he saw this, and he's like, well, what's this? It's food. Okay. So basically, I'm going to set his there, y'all. I moved you. They're here for the end. They want this meatloaf like y'all do. All right. Look. Here, you're up higher. So I took your plate right there, baby. Okay. And
what's this?
let me move this chicken leg right out of
What's
your
this?
way. It is Asian food. It's rice and veg and it's good. Chicken. It's Asian.
I should put this. I'm gonna wait on meatloaf. One of my favorite foods.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What's done, so it's right there.
Now it's bubbling, y'all. Now it is bubbling. You're gonna have to wait a minute. It's gonna take a minute.
Meatloaf.
Here, you hold this for me. Thank you.
We'll swap out. Hold meatloaf.
All right, guys. They're so hungry. Hold on. It usually needs a minute to.
Well, I wait that minute. I've been waiting hours.
That's right, and you're gonna be appreciative. You too. Eat that.
I enjoyed the smell.
Right? That's what I said. For me to cook all this food in an hour and a half ain't bad. Ain't bad at all.
Too bad I can't get a drone to run this far from my house years.
Yeah, I get that all the time. People are always saying.
I just sent a drone over.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna grab my people real quick because this is what they've been waiting for. Okay. Here we go. I'm taking you with me. Come with me, my lovelies. Here we go. Let me spread you out here. Come on, girl. Like I said, man, it's just so easy to. It don't matter. I'm fixing to tilt downward. Downward, downward. All right, okay, there we go. Move this, move this. Because we are going to cut. We got to see what this does, right? So we're gonna give it a cut. And I would like to wait a few more minutes, but you know, they're hungry. So I'm gonna cut down. It's gonna be the most unusual meatloaf they've ever eaten. And we're gonna pray that it's done because it's 3 pounds.
It better be.
You know what? You don't talk to me like that. It's like meaty. Well, I just want to cut it. I just want to cut it. Cut. I don't know why I grabbed this knife. Me and this knife don't get along anymore. I'm fixing to do this with it. There. It's in the trash can. Jeeves ate my knife.
Right there.
Wait a second. I want to make sure it's not pink, babe.
That's good. I can see from here.
Oh, you guys. Look at that. Look at that. You see what you tell me what you think of that. All right. Come here, Jess. Serving up, guys. You might want to warm these up.
Okay.
You want to give that a minute in the microwave before I put this on your plate? That way you don't overheat this.
Okay.
Pop that in there. Hey, do you want some of this too? This veg and chicken, you can pop that in the microwave for the same minute. It's got chicken and rice. And there we go. Okay. There we go. What do y'all think? Let me tilt you because I can only squat so low at this stage. Wow, everything looks delicious.
Let go. I know how to use a microwave.
I just smeared barbecue sauce all around the kitchen. The kitchen. Oh shit, I didn't know that I could do that to myself. God. Sorry. So I'm gonna take this. Is it good?
Yeah,
You like that a lot?
yeah,
It's my newest recipe?
yep.
Woohoo! So I'm just gonna throw my piece of chicken from earlier over here that I took the one bite of to test. Then I'm going to lift this up. Ooh, I just slung it. Look at that ooey gooiness. That's a lot. I'm gonna cut some more because Jesse's gonna need some more too. Let me get my good knife. Or a knife that's better. Hey. A steak knife. Oh yeah, serrated makes a difference. Hold on. Oh, that cuts so much easier being a serrated knife versus that other knife. Okay. The bite shot. You guys see that? Okay, there we go.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. My God, it's so good. Here we go. Now I've got to taste my creation. Hold on.
All right, fork. You got my fork. Okay. You did put it on my plate.
I am saying it's my creation. I mean, I was inspired by a video, but
I need fork next.
oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, the bottom of this plate is hot. I'm gonna go into this.
Go ahead.
I enjoy that paint doing.
What a combination of flavors. This, you guys, oh, the caramelized onions. It was worth it to do that. The cheesiness, but the pickles, that's the crazy part. The pickles made this what it is. I'm glad I did it. I don't even know if they used pickles. If I find that video, I will think. Maybe they did. Maybe they used sliced pickles. I just wanted to use dill. Ooh, look at that. That song. Dun, 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 dun. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Me and this Meatloaf, we're friends. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I hope you enjoyed spending time in the kitchen with me today. I gotta figure out what to title this video because it says meal prep, but really it was just a gathering, right? Enjoy your weekend. Have a blessed one. I appreciate y'all showing up. Do me the favor, come back and visit. Hit the like button on all my videos that you like and you find value of. There's no thing to just, if you don't like it, don't do it. Have a blessed weekend. Remember guys, fast first, moderate protein, low carb, and